100,000. Ran it up in public housing. Niggas pussy run the rouser. Fuck with me, don't fuck without me. Hula hoop ass nigga got slimed out for trying to go around me. Know I get a nigga ass touch right now, ain't gotta be around him. Booted up on
Do you want to slam your car, but you're scared? Because you're a pussy. Because you're scared of cracking your oil pan? Keep watching.
That girl, she got with my clone. I told that little girl that she got it, just do better. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks, I just be clearing it. She suck my dick till she get delirious. Okay, jump on the...
So basically, what you're gonna need is inch. Well, you can do more if you want, less, whatever. It's really up to you, but for my specific car, I did 1-inch spacers for the mounts on the sides. And obviously you'll need a longer bolt. Make sure you get the same thread. So yeah, these ones on my passenger side motor mount, the inch spacer was shaped to the shape of the mount bracket, and then just tack welded in a couple spots. Same for the back one. And then the transmission on the driver's side mount, I had this spacer cut exactly to the shape of the transmission mount bracket, so it looks nice. Sadly, it chipped a little bit of the paint. I might just get some touch up to fix that a little bit. So yeah, that's it for the side ones. And if you know these cars from here, you should be able to see my oil pan, but because it sits slightly lower than the subframe, but there it is, since it's raised. And so that's my rear mount. Has a 1-inch spacer, and I had the top of the subframe right there where the rear mount goes, because usually the rear mount goes where I have the spacer, but I had the subframe cut out, and I just had the top of it cut, and then like basically a wall 1 inch high welded, and then the factory top with the welded nut back on, and then a longer bolt. Obviously the same thread because I kept the factory welded nut. And yeah, that's literally all I did to raise my motor. And as you can see, sits higher than the subframe now, so I don't gotta worry about cracking that oil pan. I've never cracked one before. The only reason this isn't the factory oil pan is because my dumbass, the last time I did an oil change, I over torqued the drain bolt and stripped that shit, and I drove it like that because I didn't care. So whatever. Unless you're an octopus, you'll definitely need some help. Extra hands definitely help when you're putting these raised mounts in, because for me at least, they didn't line up perfect. And since I have all solid mounts, I have the 2 sides, and my rear mount are has ports, and then the front one, oh yeah, I didn't even mention the front one. This is the front. So as you can see right here, I had 1 inch of steel welded in on both sides to raise where this goes in by 1 inch. I wouldn't try doing all of like the motor raise by yourself. It's definitely good to have someone help you do it, because it takes a little more effort to line up all the motor mounts, especially if you have all solid mounts like I do. Another problem I had when putting these mounts in is I have a Skunk 2 alpha header, and I'll just show you. Basically, it hits the firewall a little bit. I don't really think it's a big issue. It's a little hard to tell from up here, but right there on the firewall, it is touching very slightly. I was gonna get this header cut and welded somehow to go down an inch further so that it wouldn't, but honestly, it was gonna be a lot of, I don't know, the guy said it was gonna be a lot of work to do that, so maybe in the future I'll get a custom one made, but for now I think it's fine. Here's a little bit better angle maybe, but it's definitely touching, so keep that in mind when you're doing this. If you have a stock header on this car, I think you'll be fine though, because my friend D, he also did the same exact motor raise on his, and he has a stock header, and I'm pretty sure that shit does not touch like at all, because it's a different header obviously, so I'm pretty sure his shit don't touch. That's gonna be pretty much it for this video though. I just wanted to push this video out because I'm sure it'll help a lot of people with this, with an 8th gen SI specifically. It'll probably work for the base model as well. And I mean, same concept applies to any other cars, just they're all gonna have different mounts. So you're gonna have to look at what you're working with and then find something that works for you. But I haven't even came down into the garage since last weekend when I drove it and got the rollers. And F's in the chat. And for an eyeball alignment with -23 camber, honestly, I didn't expect the tires to be wearing this well, because that last drive last weekend was definitely the longest drive I've taken it on so far. Drove it on the highway. You know, a little bit of self-clearance never hurt nobody. But yeah, for an eyeball alignment, and these tires were not new when I got them. They already had a little camber wear. So, I mean, yeah, obviously I need an alignment for sure, but not bad.